from being hailed as the revolutionary who overhauled Delhi's education system, Manish Sisodia, Delhi's former deputy chief minister, has now become the face of the Delhi liquor policy scam case. A special court in Delhi today will be hearing the matter again today at 3:50 p.m. IST as Sisodia's 2 days of extended police custody get over. In this episode of Citti Media's news summary and analysis, I, Shreya Agarwal, an advocate and your host, take you through the case, its current status, and throws some light on allegedly independent news reports on the case. After the Supreme Court refused to hear Sisodia's plea under Article 32, challenging the remand and seeking bail in the case, while some media houses went berserk with false reports stating that a state of emergency had erupted in India after arrest of a senior opposition politician, some others went on to state that Sisodia had been denied a clean chit by the Supreme Court. After severe backlash on social media, the said article's headline was changed by the media house to Signs of Emergency in Delhi from State of Emergency in India. Has the Supreme Court denied Sisodia bail? No, the Supreme Court has not denied Sisodia bail. The bench led by CJI D.Y. Chandrachud, in simple words, has not even heard the matter. It has merely directed Sisodia to appear before the High Court, the Delhi High Court, which according to the Supreme Court was the appropriate forum, considering that this order for remand was passed by a lower court, that is, the Rouse Avenue Court. Therefore, the remedy against such an order lies before the next court in the hierarchy, which is the Delhi High Court. There have been headlines in newspapers saying that Manish Sisodia has been denied a clean chit by the Supreme Court. These are misleading, as the Supreme Court has not even heard the matter. A clean chit can only be given after a trial, after hearing a case on merits. In this case, the case has not even been heard. So legally, what is the current status of the case? On 4th of March, that is 2 days back, after his first 5 days of police remand got over, Special Judge M.K. Nagpal remanded the former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi to 2 more days of custody after the CBI said that Sisodia was not cooperating in the investigation. Sisodia denied the allegation, stating that he was merely being subjected to mental harassment by being asked the same questions repeatedly. Sisodia was arrested by the CBI under charges of the Prevention of Corruption Act on February 26th. His bail plea is yet to be heard by the lower court. It is listed for hearing on 10th of March. That is 4 days from now. So what exactly was Sisodia's arguments before the Supreme Court? Sisodia moved the Supreme Court against the remand, sought bail and challenged the FIR against him under Article 32 of the Constitution, which invokes the writ jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. As per settled law, a writ remedy is granted only when other alternate remedies have been exhausted by the petitioner. Therefore, refusing to hear the matter, the CJI-led bench had said that as alternate remedies against the lower court order were available to Sisodia before the High Court, therefore, the Supreme Court could not interfere in this case, as interfering in the matter would open doors to more such petitions. So, the Supreme Court refused to accept Sisodia's argument that it has intervened in such cases earlier as well, such as the Arnab Goswami and Vinod cases. The bench differentiated between the cases and said that while Goswami had only come to the Supreme Court after going to the High Court, Vinod Dua's was a matter against a journalist for making critical reports. The bench pointed out that the case against Sisodia is of corruption, a wholly different issue, whereas the case in Vinod Dua's matter confirmed the infringement of fundamental rights. What are the allegations against Sisodia? He is booked under IPC section 120B, that is for criminal conspiracy, and 477A, that is falsification of accounts, besides being booked under provisions of the Prevention of Corruption Act, including section 7, that is taking undue advantage to influence a public servant by corrupt or illegal means, or by the exercise of personal influence. Specifically, Sisodia is alleged to have waived off 144.36 crores on the license fee to be paid by the private liquor vendors under the garb of the coronavirus pandemic. He is further alleged to have incurred loss to the excise department and benefited liquor licensees by waiving the import pass fee of Rs 50 per beer case. It has been alleged that the Delhi government's excise policy for 21 to 22 to grant licenses to liquor traders favored certain dealers who had allegedly paid bribes for it. That these bribes were transferred to public servants by routing money through private parties by making false entries in their accounts is another allegation that Sisodia and his accomplices face. The other allegations include making unapproved modifications in the excise policy, extending undue favors to the licensees, waiver or reduction in the license fee, the extension of L1 license without approval. All of these were considered illegal under the Delhi Excise Rules of 2010 and the Transaction of Business Rules of 1993. So, what did the special court which sent Sisodia to custody say? The investigation conducted so far is alleged to have revealed that Manish Sisodia played an active role in the commission of the alleged offences, as he, being a member of the group of ministers as well as the excise minister, manipulated certain changes in the cabinet note which was prepared on the draft policy. This is what the special court has said while sending Sisodia to custody. What is Aam Aadmi Party saying in its defense or in the defense of its former excise minister? So, besides rhetorically questioning the figures about the financial loss to the exchequer and the exact amount of the scam, the Aam Aadmi Party has staged protests outside the special court where the remand matter of Manish Sisodia was being heard. Moreover, defending Sisodia, the Aam Aadmi Party has often hailed Sisodia's work in the education sector in Delhi, but it has not come out to specifically deny the allegations levelled against Sisodia in the liquor policy case. Therefore, without going into the merits of Sisodia's work in the education sector, can allegations of corruption against him with respect to the liquor policy be washed off in light of any work he may have done in the education sector? This is a question that we need to ask ourselves. With this, we sign off for today with a parting note that we must be careful what we consume in the name of independent news. Thank you, take care, and namaste.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.